Hey folks, Todd from Request Metrics here. Say, I have a story from back when I was working at some different clients. We were setting up one of those, big monolithic monitoring tools from, one of the vendors that you know about. And it was a pain the entire time. When we first, signed the contract, they asked us to install agents in all kinds of places. It took us weeks to actually make all the code changes and deploy everything and actually get the data. And then it took us more weeks to set up dashboards and reporting and figure out how their own version of their query language worked to understand, what's going on. And so we had experts. We had like 2 or 3 people on the team who actually knew how the whole thing worked, and everybody else just asked them, which never really worked because nobody else could fix issues. And so those 2 or 3 people, which thankfully were not me, they were so burned out all the time. Like they were annoyed. You'd ask them a question about, hey, how often is this feature getting used? And they'd just roll their eyes and scowl at you. And it was painful all around until one day we had an issue. One day something, bad happened, and all of our systems were starting firing tons and tons and tons of errors off at their service. And you know what they did? They saw that as a sales upsell event. Is we had went over all of our throttles for how many data events we could send them, and now we needed to pay them more money to unlock our logs so that we could even see what was going on. And it was incredibly frustrating for all the developers. The management was pissed, and ultimately it led to us bailing on that product entirely. But it was bad from the beginning. It was hard for the developers. It was too complicated, and it cost too much money. The pricing wasn't even aligned with our success, and it just kind of sucked. What are some stories about your bad monitoring? Let me know in the comments, and let's talk again soon. Till then, let's build some better websites.